Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? How you doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, coming to you guys with a first look, sneak peek, Week 11 NFL video, guys. Hopefully you guys did as well as we did in the DFS Club. GPP saved me, man. Holy shit, we did really good in GPPs. Missed on the cash line, but between the GBPs, the showdowns, and then the Sunday and Monday night slate, holy crap, we did really good, guys. But before we get into it, it's time to give away free stuff. So we're going to do the $25 PayPal giveaway and the free 1 month DFS Club membership. So if you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you know when I go live, because that's the first step into qualifying for free stuff, guys. Money, memberships. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll start giving away like autograph pictures of UFC fighters that I interview, because I do UFC fighters. I interview them. I do UFC videos, and we got Schroeder Skywalker here. Schroeder's going to help us with the drawing, so he's ready to go. All right, dude. So let's see who the winner is. All right, buddy. I know you're under the bright lights now. All right, Schroeder. So here we go. Let's bring it up. So who's going to be, Schroeder? Who's going to win the $25 PayPal? Who is it? Ron Barlow. He said the Pittsburgh defense. Very nice, Ron. Congratulations, Schroeder says. Yeah, all right. Congratulations to Ron. You are the winner of the free $25 PayPal, man. Congratulations. Thank you again for your support. Contact me at skywalkerdfs@gmail.com, and I'll get that right over to you. But if you didn't win, don't you dare be sour, because we're going to do it again next week, guys. Sorry I didn't get a video out last night. Busy weekend. So it's not over. It's not over. So what we're going to do now is we're going to find out who's going to get the free 1 month DFS Club membership, because you had, in order to qualify for that, you had to watch my MMA video that I put out this week. So let's pull it up. Schroeder's going to help me out here, and we're going to see who wins. So winners, again, contact me at skywalkerdfs@gmail.com. Very easy to remember, right, Schroeder? All right, so let's bring it up here. Let's refresh this. All right, so let's punch this in. I can't believe my wife turned the heater on after I just put this jacket on, because I'm wearing this blue shirt under here, and the green screen doesn't like it, as you can see. Look at that. Looks like I'm see-through here. So let's pull this up. All right. So who's it going to be, Schroeder? Who's going to get the free month? All right. Drum roll, please. K. Roman. Nice video. Lovely, mate. Perhaps you can zoom in on some of the stats. I will do that, sir. I'm still trying to figure out this software, but congratulations from Schroeder and I. You are the winner of the free 1 month DFS Club membership. Again, hit me up at skywalkerdfs@gmail.com. And again, if you didn't win, don't you dare be sour. Clap your hands, right, Schroeder? And feel the power, because it's a new day. You got all week, guys. MMA content, UFC, NFL, and basketball, guys. So many trades today. The draft is coming up, so we're ramping up for the NBA. But congratulations to the winners, guys. And again, thank you, each and every one of you, for just supporting my channel and tuning in. Also, I opened it up. I'm gonna bring my channel also over at Parler. So if you guys are on Parler, it's a new popular, like, I can't really go on Twitter anymore because Twitter is just so much political bullshit. So I heard about this Parler app. So it's very similar. It's just you don't get censored on there. You can say whatever the fuck you want, and you don't worry about being banned. So if you want to check me out on Parler, again, same thing. Skywalker DFS, Gabriel Skywalker. So go check me out over there. All right, so let's get into it. Before we do that, though, I gotta show you guys just a little taste of how we did. So this was the 2-game slate, the Sunday night, Monday night slate. It was looking really good. We were up to 4th. And then, yeah, I went Hollywood Brown like a fucking idiot. So other than that, not bad for the 444, the big tournament. Ran one lineup, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need to run 150 lineups. All you need is 1 or 2, maybe 3 good ones. That's all you need. We were that close. So that was just that. Let's see. This was so that's how we looked last night, right? We're looking really good, and then we cashed on the showdown. This was my winnings from the as I say here, we don't need 150 lineups. Let's see. More winnings, guys. The main slate, the afternoon slate. Yes, I was one of those people who had Murray and Hopkins. So, woo, was that awesome or what? So, guys, if you want my lineups, you want my cheat sheets, you want ownership projections, guys, it's dfsclub.com. Let me pull that up. There you go. You got 3 providers in one space, myself and the DFS Whispers. You get every single sport, guys, not just NFL. We got European basketball going in the morning, college sports. For those of you that like to do sports wagering, we have a channel for sports wagering that's just been crazy popular. Of course, MMA, WNBA, and that comes back. We got NASCAR going, soccer going, tennis going, NHL's coming back. Click the join now button. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, and pick your plans. Again, we're the cheapest in the business, guys. Sorry about that. That's the train rolling by. I live in the hood, so it's the old saying: you live alongside the train tracks. That's when you know you live in a good neighborhood, right? But yeah, guys, check us out. We're the cheapest in the business. Shop around, I beg you, and then come back and holler at the chosen one. I'll hook you guys up. All right, so we got the homework out of the way. All right, so let's bring up the slate. Looks like it should be pretty cut and dry. I mean, there's a couple injuries, but I don't think it's going to be too bad. All right, so let's look here. Lockett's questionable. So this is filmed on Monday night, so I will be doing a final look video this Saturday. So make sure you guys tune up for that. So a lot of questionables. Let's see. Looks like it's going to rain everywhere, but again, it's a week away, so I don't know if this is updated. So let's go into it. Let's get into quarterbacks. So top option as far as pricing goes is Lamar Jackson at 7-3. I love this play. It's safe, right? He's going up against Tennessee, who ranked 25th in the league against quarterbacks. So coming off a good week at 23 fantasy points. I know he's not having the year that he had last year, but 7-3 is pretty cheap. If you guys remember, he was over 8K. He's $1,100 more on FanDuel. One of my favorite plays of the week, guys, Lamar Jackson. Then we got Justin Herbert, the pervert, 6'8". I'd probably try and get the Jackson. Herbert, the pervert, does have a better matchup against the Jets. They're ranked 29th in the league against quarterbacks, so almost dead last. Just another consistent guy, right? He hasn't scored under 20 fantasy points in his last 5. 22, 26, 23, 42, 27. So a very, very safe play. And plus, if you play Herbert the pervert, I don't think you have to play all his receivers like you do with most of these quarterbacks. Same with Lamar Jackson, right? You can pair him up with Snead, but we'll get into that. That's how I won all these contests because I had 100% Snead, 100% Rex Burkhead. You got to know this stuff, guys. Burkhead shows up for prime time. And Snead was so cheap. I'm like, God damn. But yeah, Herbert, the pervert, safe play. Then you got Big Ben. He likes to air it out, guys. He likes to throw like 50 freaking throws a half. The Steelers aren't running the ball. They're just not. I don't care how much they're up by. They are not running the ball. Big Ben is 6'7". Look at what he's been doing. 32, 28 in his last 2. He gets a great matchup against Jacksonville. Ranked 30th in the league against quarterbacks, guys. That's amazing. So Big Ben, 6'7". Tons of receivers you can pair him up with. Get him in there. Looks like Teddy is questionable, so we got to keep an eye on that. Matt Ryan's always in play, guys, at 6'3". Again, a safe play. I wish he was a little cheaper because it's Matt fucking Ryan, 23, 19, 20, 35, 8. So maybe you catch him on a 35-point game. Who knows? It is against New Orleans. They're kind of tough on quarterbacks, ranked 13th in the league. So just an option, guys. And then scroll down here. Alex Smith, guys. If you played him last slate, you did all right because was 4'9", and he got 19 fantasy points. We'll take that. He throws the ball a lot, especially to his running backs. We'll get to that, though. But he's still in play again against Cincinnati, guys, ranked 26th in the league against quarterbacks. Get him in there at 5'3". And then you might want to take some shots here at Jameis Winston, right? We know Jameis Winston loves to throw the ball. He's going to be stepping in for Drew Brees. He'll be out for a couple of weeks. What do you have? Some broken ribs, collapsed lung, you name it. But this, Jameis Winston's no slouch. So we'll see. He should be used to the offense, right? They do have practices, but GPP only right now, guys, because he has the best matchup out of any quarterback on the slate. Atlanta is 32nd in the league against quarterbacks. So there is that. All right, let's go to running back. All right, so Alvin Kamara is pretty matchup proof. They might actually rely on him more because of the new quarterback. We'll see. He's 9-2 though, so be careful of that. Will he be my first priority? Absolutely not. Believe it or not, Atlanta is pretty tough on running backs, ranked 4th in the league, but it's Kamara, right? 8 targets, 6 targets, 13 targets. He might get more targets. Even with Michael Thomas back, he still got 8 targets, got 8 rushes, got 35 fantasy points. So we'll see. Not a priority again with that price tag. He's $500 more on FanDuel. Next up, Dalvin Cook, man. He even looked pretty good against the Bears. Not many running backs do. He looked decent. So it'll be a short week for him at 9K. Great matchup against Dallas. Well, I think Minnesota's just going to run the ball 100%. Almost run the ball against Dallas, guys. 30 carries, 15 fantasy points. Dalvin Cook, I would much rather play him than Kamara. The better matchup, the better game script. Get him in there, guys. Chubb, I'm just not a fan of these like timeshare backfields, so I'll just move on. Mike Davis is okay. I don't like the price tag at 6'8". He had a couple good weeks out the gate, but again, no Christian McCaffrey. He does have the best matchup on the slate. He's playing Detroit, who's ranked 32nd in the league against running backs, so doesn't get better than that. He's on the field for 58% of the snaps total this season. Again, it's his backfield, so I just don't know what his freaking problem is, right? 5'6", 2. So no Teddy Bridgewater, possibly. We got to wait and see. If Teddy Bridgewater's out, I might like Mike Davis even more. But yeah, that's why it's a first look video, guys. So we can start planting our seeds here. Next up, James Conner. What I tell you guys, I warned you. So if you played him, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Only 13 rushes. He got 7 fantasy points, guys. Don't make that mistake again. Zeke Elliott, no. No, he can keep his 9, 8, 6 fantasy points. I don't think so. I do like Taylor Swift's brother here, DeAndre Swift, 6'4". He's just been amping it up. 26, 13 fantasy points in his last 2. Carolina's ranked 29th against running backs, guys. We know we've been picking on them all year with running backs. So he's pretty much their bell cow back. 42% snap rate, but a 43% touch rate. So if he's out there, he's getting the ball. Taylor Swift, get him in there, guys, at 6'4". Antonio Gibson's okay. I just don't like the price tag at 5'8" because, again, it's a timeshare. But we'll get into that. I do like the third down back better, and wait till you guys see how many freaking targets he had last week. Damian Harris is okay. I'd probably rather get to Burkhead at 4'6". Houston's ranked 31st in the league against running backs, guys. So it's a 3-headed, sometimes 4-headed monster in this backfield. Again, look for the bell cow backs, the ones you know are going to get the carries. So Damian Harris, Burkhead, take your pick. Derrick Henry, not this week. Aaron Jones, not this week. Miles Sanders, not this week. Just not good matchups for him. James Robinson's a pass. Todd Gurley's a pass. No, New Orleans is ranked number 1 against running backs. No thanks. Kalen Ballage is okay at 5'6". I had him in last week's video. He got 18 catches or 18 touches. His touches are going up, and he got 6 targets, guys. 15 fantasy points. So you need some 5K running backs. Kalen Ballage is okay. Giovanni Bernard went out there last week and got us right in the old prison pocket, right? So we'll keep an eye on this. If Mixon's going to play, obviously you're not going to play Giovanni Bernard, but if he's out, you might want to take a shot. Duke Johnson can keep his 5 fantasy points. And then this Colts backfield, right? Again, great matchup against Green Bay, but you got to, which running back's going to be this week? It wasn't Naheem Hines last week, but who knows? Is he going to do it again? Probably not. So I'll let others figure that mess out. J.D. McKissick. I'm going to go back here, guys. Look at this. 15 targets, 14 targets in his last 2 games. So you tell me if Alex Smith loves throwing to him. This is his favorite receiver. He's only 5'2", 18, 17 fantasy points in his last 2. Again, guys, I'd go here before I take the number 1 back, Mr. Antonio Gibson. So I do like J.D. McKissick, guys. He's always low owned. And if he keeps getting targets like this, why wouldn't you at 5'2", right? Anything else? So no big value, though, thus far, but it's still early in the week, so we'll see. Let's go to wide receiver. So Julio Jones. Love him or hate him, guys. He's 7'5", most expensive. So if you're playing Matt Ryan, you obviously want to pair him up with Julio Jones. No Calvin Ridley, it looks like, this week. So have some confidence in that. New Orleans is ranked 20th in the league against wide receivers, guys. 7, 10, 9 targets. He gets anywhere from 7 to 10 a game. 16, 24, 18. It's all right. It's not bad. 7'5". He won't be my number 1 priority, but I don't know. Keenan Allen, if you're going to play Herbert the pervert, you got to pair Keenan Allen up with him. Had a down week. I mean, he's not fucking superhuman, right? He gets a good matchup against the Jets this week. Again, at 7'4", he's always popular in cash games, so you can definitely get Keenan Allen in there. Let me put him in my player pool. Next up, Michael Thomas has a great matchup against Atlanta. It's just Winston's got an arm. He can air it out. So Michael Thomas, I'm going to wait and see what the ownership is here because he's 7'3". If he's really low owned, I'm going to pull the trigger here because it's not like he forgot how to play football, right? Even with no Drew Brees. I don't know, guys. Again, I'm going to see what the ownership is, and then I'll let you guys know Saturday where we're at. Terry McLaurin's always a safe play at 6'9", Mr. Double-digit fantasy points. Good matchup against Cincinnati this week, ranked 26th in the league against wide receivers, guys. Only $400 more on FanDuel, so you're really getting a deal on FanDuel. 18, 28, 22, 14 in his last 4. Get him in there, guys. I keep telling y'all, Juju is back. 23 fantasy points last week on 13 targets. I love it. He was low owned. I got in on that action. This week he's 6'4", so his price has gone up. $100 more on FanDuel. Again, a better FanDuel price, but Jacksonville's ass against wide receivers, ranked 25th. Probably my favorite option. You can pair up 2 wide receivers if you're going to roll out Big Ben this week. But he's definitely one of them, guys. Get him in there. Adam Thielen against Dallas. You guys see that one-handed grab he got for that touchdown tonight? That was amazing. Nice to see him back. He got 20 fantasy points, 7 targets. It's just, do you trust this Minnesota offense, or are they just going to run the shit out of the ball with Dalvin Cook, right? If you're going to roster Dalvin Cook, I probably wouldn't roster Adam Thielen because one of them's going to eat, you got to think, right? So I would take one or the other, but just letting you know. Next up, Chase Claypool, 6'1". Definitely you can roster him and Juju with Big Ben. 10, 13, 9 targets. What a year, man. 21, 15, 14 fantasy points. Awesome matchup against Jacksonville. Get him in there, guys. He's $300 more on FanDuel. Let's see. Justin George Jefferson, again, at 6K. That's pretty expensive. So if you're going to play Minnesota this week, I don't recommend playing Kirk Cousins on any given week, but it's either going to be Dalvin Cook or you're going to take these receivers. I personally would rather take Dalvin Cook, but yeah, I'm not going to pay $6K for Justin George Jefferson. His floor is just too scary, way too scary. Next up, I do like CD Lamb. Kind of interesting. He's only 5K, coming off a decent game, 7 targets, 16 fantasy points. I know this Dallas team's an absolute dumpster fire, but we'll see how he does with this quarterback, guys. Might be worth a shot in GPPs only. You got to take risks in GPPs. No risk, no reward, right? Because I only play like 3 lineups, so I don't do the 150. What fun is that? It's just stupid. No offense to those of you that do. I just don't see like the skill in that. I don't know. I don't know. You can cuss at me right now. I don't care. Next up, we got Jacobian Myers, guys. He's only 4.9K. Are you smoking crack? This is a Hunter Biden smoking crack DraftKings price right here. 4.9K. This dude is become the number 1 option in New England. This is highway robbery. I suspect at this price he'll be total chalk on DraftKings. Look at these targets. 7, 14, 10 in his last 3. 16, 32, 14 fantasy points. $1,100 more on FanDuel, so definitely more of a DraftKings play. But Jacobian Myers, Houston's ranked 22nd against wide receivers. Get him in there. That's a no-brainer. Then you got Snead. So Lamar Jackson, forget Hollywood Brown. He's ass. Give him my boy Snead, man. 7, 4, 7 targets, 23, 18, 8, 19 fantasy points. He's only 4.5K. Throw some respect on that name, Willie Snead, because he deserves it. But as long as he's this cheap, guys, if I'm playing Lamar Jackson, absolutely. Absolutely. Get him in there, guys. Tennessee's ass against wide receivers. 27th in the league. Let's see. We got more value. So definitely, I mean, there's lots of value to be had at wide receiver. So if you want to pay up a quarterback, maybe even running back, you can definitely do it. Again, Deontay Johnson, Pittsburgh, 5'9". So if you want to go Deontay Johnson, he's probably my third option because his floor is really scary, right? Two fantasy points 3 weeks ago. But he's slowly creeping up, 11, 10. So you see all these Pittsburgh receivers all have over double-digit targets because Big Ben, all he does is throw the ball. He says, screw you, James Conner. He must have watched my video and just airs it out. He's only 5'9". $500 more on FanDuel. Deontay Johnson, you can definitely get him in there with confidence. And when are they going to throw some respect on my man here, T. Higgins? When are they going to give this man the respect he deserves? Going up against Washington, they're pretty tough against wide receivers, ranked 2nd in the league. But his price is 5'9", 27, 14, 19 fantasy points in his last 3. 9, 9, 5 targets. I'm telling you guys, you got to find these players that DraftKings is just sleeping on and get them in there, guys. That's crazy. Crazy good value. Next up, Michael Pittman, not bad at 4.5. So you're looking at a punt play for a wide receiver. $1,000 more on FanDuel. 22, 10 in his last 2 games. 7 targets in his last 2 games. You know, it's just, I think this Indy Green Bay game is projected to have lots of points scored. So you're just going to have to pick and choose which Indy receiver you're going to go with this week. But I think Pittman might be sneaky at 4.5K. I think the other receivers get all the attention, so he's going to be wide open, like my baby's mama. Well, not that wide open. She's pretty wide open. KJ Hamler, 3.6K. Look at this, guys. 9, 15, 10 fantasy points in his last 3 games. 10 targets his last 2 games. $1,600 more on FanDuel, so definitely more of a DraftKings value play. Get him in there, guys, against Miami. Then Jakeem Grant Sr., I thought about playing him, and I should have pulled the trigger. He's only 3.5K, ladies and gentlemen. 14, 8, 9 fantasy points. The targets, 2 to 5 targets a game. So there's a scary floor right here. But, I mean, you could do worse at 3.5, right? So definitely worth a look. I'll just say that for now as of Monday, a look. Jakeem Grant. Jakeem. Sound like Coming to America, but that was Hakeem. All right, so that's going to do it for wide receiver. Let's go to tight end. Again, tight end is just ass. It's not very appealing this week. Hunter Henry's the safest. I mean, he's safe, right? 4.6K. He's not going to totally go out there and fuck the dog. He's out there for 89% of the snaps, going up against the Jets, ranked 24th against tight ends, guys. Hunter Henry, you can get him in there. Hayden Hurst, I kind of like for 4 double-digit fantasy points. Let's see, in his last 4 games. So Matt Ryan, throw some Hayden Hurst in there. 8, 7 targets. So you know he's going to get the targets. The worst thing you can do at tight end is play like I did, play like Jimmy Graham on DraftKings, and he gets you a goose egg. So I would play the safe route with tight end. I'm not saying necessarily pay up to like 5K, but you can get these players that you know are at least going to get you double-digit fantasy points. Jared Cook has the best matchup as far as tight ends this week. Atlanta's ranked 32nd in the league, but again, that risk. See that goose egg? You're risking it, so kind of scary. Do I recommend it? Fuck yeah, because the matchup's so good, but GPP only. And we'll see what his ownership is. Eric Ebron again. He even gets 5 targets, guys. 6, 11, 15 fantasy points. Jacksonville is almost dead last in the league against tight ends. 4K, that's very, very cheap. I think he's $1,400 more on FanDuel. So DraftKings, definitely more of a DraftKings play, guys. Eric Ebron. Dalton Schultz, 3.6K. Not too bad. Nice punt play here. 7, 8, 4 targets in his last 3. Especially these new quarterbacks, man. They're always looking for just dump the ball to somebody, right? So Dalton Schultz is decent. Although I'd have to say my favorite value play this week is Logan Thomas, guys. 3.3K, $1,900 more on FanDuel. So DraftKings only. FanDuel jacked up these prices this week on tight ends. DraftKings, not so much. He gets the Cincinnati defense, guys, ranked 31st in the league against tight ends. Don't give Logan Thomas a reason. All right, so I think he's definitely good for double-digit fantasy points. And at 3-3, we'll take that. Then Mark Andrews, if you're going to play Lamar Jackson, there you go. That's what happens when you get old like me, like 43. You start having old man moments, 4.9K. So definitely up there. Tennessee, they're ranked 18th against against tight ends. Sorry, guys. But he got 9, 5, 6. It's Mark Andrews, right? He's hit or miss. He won't go out there and totally screw the pooch on you. Sorry, guys, for my comment earlier. It's an old saying I used to say. Go back and watch some of my old videos. You'll know why I say that term, but I try to cut back on it. But sometimes I just can't help it. All right. Let's see. I think that's it, guys. Let's take a quick look at defenses. Steelers always top option, guys. Against Jacksonville. If you want to pay up, I don't punt defense. I'm really good at finding the edge of defense. Like Chicago was a really good pick for me tonight on that 2-game slate. The Dolphins are okay. Actually, the Dolphins defense looks pretty good against Denver. Denver turns the ball over a ton. Saints defense, man. Against Atlanta, though. Risky, but the Saints defense scores a lot of points. 14, 16 in the last 2. Colts get Green Bay. No thanks. That's dangerous against Aaron Rodgers. So, yeah, I'm not really keen on an Aaron Rodgers stack this week, guys, because it's a tough matchup against Indy. And by the way, in case you're wondering, the tool I'm using here, this is Draft Dashboard. It's only $1 for 30 days. Click on the link in the description below. You yourself can have, I call this the truth, Draft Dashboard, guys. So you get a DFS club membership, and then you get a Draft Dashboard for $1. How can you lose? How can you lose? You get access to all my saved lineups, all my watched players for every single sport, guys. The sleepers and studs of the slate. You get the NFL cheat sheet, because if you can't win, cheat. It's got the best studs, best mid-tier, best value. It's even got the matchup. It's beautiful, guys. You got to check this out. No obligation. Cancel at any time. Draft dashboard. Again, links in the description below. And if you want my lineups, guys, my cheat sheets, my projections. Did I say my lineups? I did, didn't I? It's dfsclub.com, guys. You already know. You already know. What you waiting for? Come join the club. All my members get my cell phone number. You get my email. I'm always available for my members. So let's go. All right. So Shorter's going to help us. We're going to say a prayer for you guys. And again, thank you so much for watching. And thank you. Congratulations to the winners. Shorter's like, God damn, those lights are bright. All right, Shorter, let's say a prayer. You ready? God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets, right? The pets. All right. Let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. And this Saturday, we're going to have Schroeder's picks, where Schroeder's going to give us his favorite player from each position. All right. So make sure you turn in for that. And he loves you and he misses you guys. And so do I. But the real star of the show right here, you already know. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all week. I got tons of content this week. So subscribe, hit that bell icon. That's step one. Step two, if you want to get in on that free $25 PayPal, we'll be doing the drawing this Sunday. I will be available this Sunday night. In the comments below, just say what's up. That's your homework. Just say what's up, Skywalker. Let me know how you did last week. Hopefully you did great. And then you'll be entered in that contest. All right, that's it. I'm going to get up out of here. God bless you guys. I love you. Thank you so much. Please take care.